Hello everybody, welcome to Snyder's Inc. Today, we got a slapped hand video. An hour long slapped hand video. So this is gonna go for a while. For some reason I feel pain in my shoulder right now. That's weird. At the same time I start filming. Love that. I got my AC on. I don't know if you can hear it here. If you do, that's what it is. Got my AC on, do it my place. But this video is these scary videos know where you live. Sure, okay. Ladies and gentlemen, hit the like button, hit subscribe button, comment, think down below if you'd like to help the channel out with a donation. You could give a super thanks or link to our PayPal's in the description. Let's go.
I'm Callan and this is Slapped Ham. You're about to see some of the most mysterious video clips that are trending on socials right now. So hit that subscribe button and get ready for more mysterious content, just like this.
The first video on our list was posted to TikTok by a username Paranormality. It shows a group of people having fun in a pool. A few seconds pass before one of them spots something lurking in the shadows. Take a look.
Okay, so this is why. This is my issue with this. Because he's filming. There's no reason to explain why he's filming, right? Like, the people in the pool, why is the guy filming not the person? I said guy. The person filming not in the pool. Then, this guy, it's like the guy tells him, and then the guy's perfect time to tell him, hey, now it's time to go. So the guy runs away, and then, yeah, this all can be easily staged. This is probably one of the most easy stage videos.
As soon as the figure realizes it's been spotted, it quickly ducks out of sight. The rest of the group turn to see what the woman is pointing at, but seem unable to see anything unusual. The group...
Yeah, it's definitely fake. 100%. Now looking at the way the way they do all these people react, totally 100% fake. What? No, not even 100. 1000% fake.
Returns to their fun, laughing and splashing about. However, the figure soon reappears.
Somebody's watching you.
Suddenly, the woman spots it again. She urges her friends to turn, but when they do, the figure has vanished from sight once more.
So apparently, here's what I'm getting. Apparently this person, this ghost, right, this figure, wants to make this specific woman look like a crazy person.
If you take a closer look at the mysterious figure, you can see that it appears to be dressed in a long dark cloak or robe. The uploader suggests it could be the ghost of a girl, but as is the case with many other videos similar to this one, no concrete explanation for the figure has ever been given. Some commenters thought it could be a peeping Tom watching the people in the pool. But what do you think? Is this really some sort of paranormal entity, or is it more likely to be a poolside peeping Tom?
I think it's complete other bullshit. That's what I think.
Let me know your thoughts down below.
Complete another bullshit.
This next documented haunting, which was uploaded to YouTube by Crazy Adventures 1000, has been lurking on the internet for nearly 10 years, and it still manages to freak audiences out. Back in December 2012, this family home began experiencing things that seemed beyond the realms of possibility. Things in their house would often move, seemingly unaided, strange sounds were heard at all hours of the night, and the family's safety soon became a concern. The family set up a series of cameras around the home in order to try and get some evidence of the bizarre happenings on film. In this first clip, we can see some rather extreme activity taking place in the kitchen.
Okay. All the cupboards. They opened every one of them.
Drawers open.
They want. Oh, see. Guy's not. This ghost is unable to open one. He can't have one open and two closed. It doesn't sit well with him. He has to have all three. So he's opening. He's making sure all three. If he has cabinets, you can open every cabinet. Make sure all of them are open. Some opposite version of fucking OCD. Some weird ass shit.
And even cutlery flies out of the shelves.
Oh shit.
Here's some more footage captured in the kitchen on a separate night. This time we see it from a different angle.
Man's baking himself some food. Put it in the oven. Forgets how to close it. No.
Watching that again, the oven seems to turn itself on before the door flings open. Then more strange things happen in the background.
He's trying to figure what he can put in the oven. What? Is that? No, okay, I thought it was empty. I was like, what do you have empty cabinets for? What the hell? Shit, oh god, oh my god, oh my god, it's just throwing stuff now. That's just rude. He's opening the door wider, can't see fully, you know, light's not that good. Appreciate it, ghost. What am I hearing?
In this final clip, taken in January 2013, we see some activity taking place in one of the bedrooms.
What the hell? Oh my god! The ball's bouncing!
The large
bird
toy
be
ball
bouncing.
begins to bounce up and down.
The ball will be bouncing.
One viewer thought that they could see strings making the ball move, but on closer inspection there doesn't appear to be anything making this ball bounce. This led some viewers to believe that the spirit of a child might be playing with the ball. This is certainly a strange series of clips. While the first two videos seem to be the classic makings of a poltergeist haunting, this one seems more playful and less violent. So is it all just a hoax, or are we witnessing
Probably.
some genuine supernatural activity here? Watch the clips again and make up your own mind.
Okay.
Lalo Escalante is a paranormal YouTube channel based in Mexico. They frequently upload videos of their explorations of abandoned buildings, cemeteries, and other notorious sites rumoured to be haunted. In this episode, the team investigates an abandoned hospital in an undisclosed location. For years, locals have reported strange happenings on the property. They say shadowy figures can be seen in the windows, and debris and other objects have been seen moving, seemingly all on their own. The team cautiously enters the building. Soon they hear strange banging sounds coming from all directions.
Well. That moved.
As they enter one of the rooms, they spot a red substance dripping down the walls. Right as some mysterious activity begins.
Mira, la sangre, güey.
Door closed. You're stuck with me now, boy.
Moments later, in the hallway, something strange happens with the lights.
Lights,
Güey.
sir? That looks like a light.
No mames, eso está tan alto, güey.
Shortly after, they spot something moving down the end of the hallway.
Oh my god, he's
Looks like a
running.
person hunched over. The team sprints after the figure, but they find no trace of them
He
whatsoever.
runs.
They only find a small room with nowhere to hide.
Here's what I think. The one dude looks like he was hesitant. The dude in front, run. I mean, books it to capture this thing. He's like, "Nick, motherfucker, come on." He ran as fast as he could. The other guy was like, "Okay, I guess we're running after this thing now." It wasn't part of his plan, but it's like, well, if you're running, now you're gonna look like a coward.
No hay nada, güey. Había se escondió alguien aquí, güey. No hay nada. A ver.
A few minutes later, the lights on the roof move once again.
Vete, mames, güey. Ve arriba, 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 arriba. Arriba.
Okay, now they're both.
Explorers continue to search the property.
Are they on the roof?
Se asomó alguien ahí, güey.
By the looks of it, the hospital hasn't been abandoned for all that long.
¿Qué pedo, güey?
Then, down the end of another hallway, they spot the figure once more.
Hola.
Again, it seems to vanish into thin air.
La enfermera, güey. Cerró la puerta. Es la enfermera, güey. Abre, güey, está loca. ¿Está cerrada?
The mysterious activity
Alright, listen here. For that one, they gave that thing a bunch of time. Because to sit there, that's fine. The run after it, the first one, you could come up, make it out. Although I still knew exactly how they faked that one. Because the guy runs in who's filming, runs in, then takes this long route, which leaves a corner for the person to slip out and back out of the room. This case, he sits there at the door and then just goes, unable to actually, I can't open the door. And then suddenly magically can after a few seconds of time.
continues as the team enters the hospital's old
I hate to act like every video is fake, but they haven't given me this. None of these are concrete or anything like that. I can see through all of these.
chapel.
Mira, mira. Oh, cerró la puerta, cerró la puerta, cerró la puerta. No quiere que entremos.
While in the chapel, more strange things happen. Watching that again, the chair slides across the floor, seemingly unaided.
Okay, I'll give them that. That chair literally just slide across.
The camera holder then kicks the chair and there doesn't appear to be string or wire attached to it.
I'd throw it.
Minutes later, the figure appears
I'd be throwing the chair. I mean, I'd grab the chair, make sure no one's there, and I'm tossing that son of a bitch.
again. And once more, it seems to vanish before their very eyes. So what's to be
Bro, all this figure had a whole time to go. I don't like I haven't been a fan of these so far.
made of this freaky exploration? Many commenters praise the team for their bravery, noting that a lot of other paranormal investigators tend to run away when activity finally happens. But this team stands firm and continues to investigate, oftentimes running after whatever it is they spot.
I'll give them that. No, actually, I've seen some other ones do that. I've seen a lot of them. I've seen them kicking down. We've seen them once. I think it's like most of them are like Saudi Arabia and shit like that. They'll boot down doors and they'll scream out. They don't care. They'll run through anything. They're not the first ghost hunters we've seen. So, they deserve praise for being brave, but they're not the first and they're not the only ones that have ever been that kicked down doors and shit while ghost hunted.
So maybe the rumours are true after all. Maybe this old hospital is haunted by the spirits of its former patients. This next freaky encounter was sent to us by Ella Ruth Muldong. In May 2022, Ella was taking a dip in a river in the Philippines when she inadvertently caught something eerie on camera. Take a look. Watching that again, as Ella dips underwater, you can make out a pair of legs just behind her.
Oh! I didn't even... Gonna be honest, didn't even notice them. Didn't even notice them at the first look, okay. Yep, that's kind of weird.
But a split second later, when the camera goes back underwater, they're gone. Throughout the clip, you can see that there's no one else in the water nearby. There is a group of people on shore, but they're several meters away and not in the water at all. Ella insists that there wasn't anyone else in the water when she took the video and is at a loss to explain the mysterious legs. Some viewers suggested Ella do some research on the area. They said that someone may have drowned in the river, and this could be evidence of their spirit lingering on after death. Others, however, thought it could just be a strange shadow caused by the water. But what do you think it is? Share your theories with the rest of the community in the comments down below.
I'm about to sound like a weirdo. Why is she wearing sneakers in the water? Is this a normal thing people do? Is this the thing people do and I'm just stupid? I've never seen anyone wear sneakers in the water. Why is she doing it?
Oh.
Since moving here, I have felt like this house just didn't want us here.
In May 2022, mother of two, Jessica Cantonese, shared a clip to TikTok that seems to show something lurking in the family's house. The clip went viral, cementing Jessica's suspicions that the house is haunted. Take a look at what's been captured.
Okay, I'm gonna watch. I'm watching.
Jessica and her daughter dance for the camera and all seems perfectly fine.
Yep.
However, if you pay close attention to the bedroom in the back, you can clearly see a dark shape move past the doorway. In a comment on the clip, Jessica confirms that she and her daughter were the only ones in the house at the time, and her husband was out with their dogs. So nothing should have been moving in the back.
Do you own a cat? I can tell you from seeing things, cats really like to will always make themselves somehow involved in the background of videos. They just have it in them. This child's eyes looks like he's disturbedly staring into my soul at this pause, and I don't like it.
Bedroom. What makes this video even more creepy is that Jessica had always suspected the military housing they live in is haunted by some kind of presence. 1 year prior, when the family first moved in, the floor in the kitchen.
I will always say thing, look, military and hospitals and all that are gonna have ghosts if they do exist, because Jesus, for what they struggle with. Something else, let me tell you.
Became unusually hot. Builders had to replace the entire floor and couldn't quite explain the reason for the high temperatures. The family also began seeing things like shadows, doors would open and close, and lights would turn on and off, seemingly all on their own. In another video, Jessica explains that her toddler has begun talking to an invisible friend.
Is that a rhino?
No, it's Dansa.
Hold on. There's a little that cat to anyone else. If you go back on my videos, you can see that my toddler's been talking to someone something in that same corner.
No, it's Dansa.
Where's Jessica?
It's with you.
Go say hi to Jessica.
The toddler says that the friend is also called Jessica, but it's a shadow and he only talks to it down the hallway.
Is it Jessica Jones from the damn Marvels? What the hell?
Spurred on by these eerie events, Jessica does some research on the property and discovers that a lot of the military houses in the area were built on top of an old cemetery. Just to add more nightmare fuel to the fire, some Ring home security footage shows more eerie activity in the hallway of the home.
What the? What's happening here?
In this footage, the house is empty, yet you can clearly see shadows appearing in the hallway. In another update, Jessica says that shortly after moving into the house, she randomly passed out, despite having never fainted before in her life.
About a month ago, I was on the couch and I just passed out. Never in my life have I ever done anything like that before, and thank God my husband was home.
In another clip captured by their Ring.
First of all, she needs to fix that shit way much. Her little half-ass attempt ain't fooling nobody. Second of all, that doesn't mean ghost for me. I've done that. I passed out randomly before. Doesn't mean there's a ghost causing it. A ghost don't make you pass out. What's the ghost doing? Covering your nose in chloroform and you don't see it? What the hell's the ghost doing to make you pass out for? People just pass out. I passed out before. Lightheadedness is a thing. You said your floor was full of heat. You're sitting there, your place is hot, you got a lighthead, you passed out. It's what happens. It's not... That don't mean ghost.
Ring security system, we can see the front door to the house open. It seems to open by itself, despite Jessica and her husband diligently locking it every morning. The house was empty when this footage was captured. With the alleged haunting just getting more and more strange, the family has since applied to the military to move house. They have had a pest inspector check the entire property. The family were hoping a wild animal living in the roof might explain the eerie noises and the moving shadows. However, the pest inspector found no sign of animals or bugs of any kind. They also invited a priest to come and bless their home. He stayed for several hours, said prayers with the family, and offered spiritual advice to the family as they transitioned to a new home. Jessica says that they've found organising the move challenging because everyone in the family keeps getting sick as other obstacles keep arising.
My toddler, my baby, and my husband are all super sick. So now we can't get the house blessed and we can't move out. So
Thousands of viewers offered their support.
Okay, to be honest, I'm not gonna lie, a ghost would find a way to do that. If a ghost enjoys torturing your family, in the weird way it does, because it doesn't seem like it's harmful to your family. Because it talks to your son, so it's attached itself to the kid. You allege it just passed you out somehow. But look, if a ghost wanted to keep you there, it'd make sure you stayed. It'd make sure you get sick and you can't move. It would do it.
To the family in the comments of the video, some said they should be careful as it appears whatever's haunting the home may be keeping the family sick so they can't leave.
Agreed. If it was going to do that, if it wanted you to stay, it'd find a way.
This is definitely an eerie story backed up by equally unsettling videos. It's a developing situation, so as always, I'll put links to Jessica's TikTok in the description below. It's well worth checking out. In a bizarre story coming out of Kenya, it's been reported that a witch doctor apprehended thieves using a swarm of bees.
What?
In May 2022, the
Oh, I need to hear this.
Criminal Investigation Unit,
Please tell me this is on tape.
DCI Kenya, took to Twitter to announce that 3 individuals had been arrested thanks to the help of a witch doctor. Several weeks earlier, a farmer in Kakamega County, a region in Kenya some 370 kilometers northwest of Nairobi, reported that his livestock were going missing. The farmer, 42-year-old Tolibert Imbayaka, reportedly employed the services of a local witch doctor to help him find whoever was stealing his animals. DCI Kenya reported that the witch doctor visited the farm to perform rituals and incantations. The report says that Imbayakar was told to wait 2 days, then the thieves would allegedly present themselves. Sure enough, 2 days later, 3 men, Hilary Momanyi, John Boccaccio and Winston Mutelli, appeared with the stolen animals, having been allegedly attacked by a swarm of bees. Bizarrely, the men's hands were said to be bound together with bees as a sort of makeshift handcuff.
Oh my god, this actual video! Oh, that's the best thing I've ever heard. Look, I don't know if that's actually what true, the witch doctor or not, but I see evidence of people with hands tied together by bees because if they move, they get stung. Oh, that's fucking A. I don't know how you bring them into the police station because I don't know if I want a bunch of bees in the police station, but...
And while this grandiose tale certainly seems too outrageous to be true, there is some video footage that appears to corroborate the story. Take a look. As you can see, the entire town seems to be parading down the road. Here you can see the alleged thieves carrying a goat and calf. If you slow one angle down, you can actually see one of the men with both his hands bound together with what indeed appears to be a swarm of bees.
Yeah, the one guy for sure has a bunch of bees put on him. It's fucking insane. Oh my god, I believe this in some way. I can't believe it. I can't believe this is real. That is incredible.
This is certainly a pretty out there incident, and if it weren't for DCI Kenya reporting the crime, you'd find it hard to believe.
Agreed.
DCI Kenya, or the Directorate of Criminal Investigations, is an organisation akin to the FBI in the US. They investigate nationwide crimes of a complex nature, such as fraud, human trafficking, and child endangerment. So what do you make of the bee-summoning witch doctor who saved the day? Love to hear your take on this bizarre story in the comments down below. Many people believe that animals are more sensitive to the paranormal than humans are. This clip, uploaded to TikTok by Whitmarie1, might show that this is true. The video begins as the TikToker is heading out to see her horses. However, they appear to be acting strangely. The horses seem completely transfixed, staring at the nearby trees. She calls out to them several times before they begin to acknowledge her. As the horses approach the woman, take a listen to what the camera has captured. Sounds like a disembodied voice saying, "Hey," followed by eerie laughter. Several viewers have theorized
I can't really hear it, to be honest.
that the culprit in this case may be a skinwalker. Skinwalkers are a type of supernatural entity rooted in Navajo mythology. According to the theories, they can use their powers to take on the shape of different animals. Typically, the skinwalker does this to trick or manipulate others for its own malicious purposes. Is it possible that this video has actually captured evidence of a skinwalker? Perhaps it was hiding in the nearby trees, or even possessing one of the TikToker's horses. Watch the footage again, and let me know what you think. While there's little information about where this video was captured, in some ways it makes it all the more terrifying. It was posted to TikTok by Paranormality and appears to be a snippet of some dashcam footage. As the car drives down a dark, deserted road, all appears normal. At least for the first few seconds, then suddenly we see this. A strange figure is walking right in the middle of the road.
Literally in the middle.
It pays no attention to the approaching motorist, who has to quickly slow down to avoid a collision. The car continues behind the figure for several seconds, then appears to attempt to pass them on the right-hand side. You can even see another car in the oncoming lane. The car flicks its lights to alert them that there's someone on the road. That's when the video abruptly ends. While the poster claims that the figure is a witch, it seems their true identity remains unknown.
Yeah, because it looks very human to me, but it does, you know, it could be a witch. Some evil freaks out there.
No matter who or what this mysterious figure really is, one thing's for sure. Seeing them in the middle of the road just as you round a bend in your car would be enough to scare most drivers. This next photo was sent to the Facebook group Ghosted
Oh, I don't like that photo at all. Nope, that's weird. I don't like the look of that. Nope.
UK by one of their followers. The parents who took this photo were just taking some fun snaps of their child while he was playing around and weren't thinking too much of it. However, when they reviewed one of the pics, something eerie stood out. In the photo, you can see a young boy in the center of frame. Hovering close by is a strange misty shape. Whatever it is, it looks to have dark eyes and an open mouth, giving off an almost agonized expression. It also looks like it's wrapping an arm around the young boy.
It does.
Several viewers adamantly said it couldn't be double exposure because the second figure doesn't resemble the boy at all, and its arm is on a different angle. A lot of people said it could be the spirit of a loved one, perhaps a grandparent, as they felt the figure was protecting the child. Others said they couldn't possibly agree, as the figure looks far too sinister to be protecting the child
Looks like goddamn evil Santa Claus. What the hell is this thing?
at all. The other option here is that this is just pareidolia caused by the slightly blurry quality of the image.
Possible.
So what do you think? Is it protecting
Can't rule that out. It is possible. I've seen faces and things and some weird ass shit. I can't even lie.
the young boy? Is it sinister? Or is it all just pareidolia? Take another look and decide for yourself. Our first piece of bizarre footage was captured by Jack G and sent to the YouTube channel UK Dash Cameras. It's mid-afternoon on the 20th of October 2019 when this car's dash cam captures something mysterious on film. Take a look at what happens.
Okay. Car moving. Car... What?
Watching that again, the Mini seems to appear out of nowhere.
It really does.
Even if you watch it in slow motion, there's no evidence of the Mini at all.
Where did that car come from?
While this could be a trick of perspective, the weird thing is, you'd think the silver car on the left would have seen the Mini before the accident. It looks like the silver car wants to turn left and continue down the slip lane, but they take no evasive action whatsoever. It's as though the Mini just appeared out of thin air for the driver of the silver car as well. So what's to be made of this peculiar piece of footage? Naturally, a lot of viewers said it was an example of teleportation or even time travel. But what do you think? Let us know your take on this in the comments down below. The following video was posted to Reddit by a user named Sicarius
Dog whining makes me sad.
Symbolum. They said that they were staying at a 500-year-old cottage when they managed to capture this bizarre footage. In the video, we see Floki the dog reacting strangely to the light fixture on the ceiling. As you can see, it seems to be suspended in a sideways manner. The uploader says that Floki continued whining for several minutes. They went downstairs, and when they returned, the light fixture had gone back to normal. The uploader then goes on to say that apart from a few strange noises, the rest of their trip was relatively normal. This clip certainly does make you wonder if Floki the dog was able to see something no one else could. It is often thought that animals might be more sensitive to the paranormal than humans. One wonders if it could be the case in this video. So what do you think? Does this 500-year-old building have a resident poltergeist? Or is there another way to explain this bizarre event? Gangwapi is a YouTube channel based in Thailand. The team of paranormal investigators travel around Southeast Asia looking for proof that ghosts really do exist. In this episode, they investigate an old abandoned property that they had heard rumours about. Locals say that the area is heavily haunted by spirits and other supernatural beings. One shack in particular is said to be where most of the activity happens. The team heads in to take a look. The surrounding jungle is dense and overgrown. While the area is clearly abandoned and eerie, nothing particularly strange happens at first. Eventually, the team decides to set up a makeshift altar. They present an offering to any nearby spirits that may be present.
Sorry about my yawn. Woke up earlier than expected today.
It seems the offering works as things quickly take a turn for the worse. Watching that again in slow motion, a dark figure crawls up the wall and escapes out the top of the roof.
Okay, I'm gonna be honest. This freak out, so over the top. So over the top. Way too cartoonish for me.
You can hear some clunking sounds coming from on top of the roof. The team runs to safety and tries to make sense of what just happened. Eventually, they muster up the courage to take another look in the shack. As they look around, there's no sign of anything at all. So are the local rumours true after all? Is this abandoned shack home to something supernatural? Take another look at the siding and make your own judgment. One of our viewers, Marcel VDW, shared an unsettling video to our Slapped Ham Facebook group. Marcel says he's from South Africa and every so often the local residents have something called load shedding. Periodically, the power is cut off for 2 or more hours to ease the load of national power usage. During these load shedding periods, Marcel uses his camera app and hits record, which automatically turns on the camera's flash so he can see and navigate around his house.
Okay.
The result is that Marcel has a lot of pointless videos of himself walking around the house in the dark. However, in one of these clips, it seems something rather unsettling was inadvertently captured. Take a look. The load shedding video shows Marcel getting a drink in the kitchen.
Anything there, there was nothing that happened.
However, watch closely as he walks down the hallway. See if you can spot anything strange.
I don't.
It is hard to see at first, but at the end of the darkened hallway you can just make out a figure as it slips around the corner. If we brighten the image, you can see that it's actually a shirtless man.
Oh, it actually is a shirtless man.
So there's three possible explanations here. The first is that this video is all a hoax and that we're just seeing a roommate or friend. The other two options, however, are a little more creepy. The second is that we're seeing an intruder lurking in the dark. This option's pretty chilling considering Marcel claims that he didn't know anyone was there. So it's possible a prowler was lurking in the dark the whole time. This is conceivable given the scheduled power outages. Perhaps some burglars plan their break-ins during these times. The last option is that this is a full-bodied apparition caught on camera.
I'm going with the first one. It's just a roommate.
Perhaps Marcel's apartment is haunted by some kind of presence. So I'll throw this one out to you, the viewers. Which of these three options do you think this most likely is? I'd love to hear your opinions in the comments below. Imagine a house so haunted no one will live in it. In this video, YouTubers Hunting the Haunted investigate a property that, according to the neighbours, has been unoccupied for over 40 years. When we first see the house, it's obvious that it's in disrepair.
Yeah, clearly.
Big, beautiful room.
The windows are all boarded up and the surrounding foliage is overgrown.
It's very soft.
According to the YouTuber, those that they spoke to refused to give any specific details about the property, but all referred to it as the Haunted Psycho's house. After the team enters the building, they begin to investigate the rundown rooms, and it is
Interesting. So none of them either know or are willing to say anything about what's happened inside this building, inside this house. It's called the Haunted Psycho House.
isn't long before their EMF detector starts to flicker. One of the investigators then asks, "Who's here with me?"
Who's here with me?
A few seconds later, his camera captures something rather chilling. Take a look.
I think something's upstairs. Look at that. That'd be an activity.
The reflection of a shadowy figure can be seen in a nearby window. Then the EMF detector really begins to light up. When the team eventually leaves the house, we're left wondering whether the neighbours were correct. Could this place really be haunted? Let me know where you land on this strange piece of footage in the comments section down below. This next video is posted to YouTube by Boris Golodjak. It supposedly shows the moment a meteor bursts in the air above Chelyabinsk Oblast, an area in the southern Ural region of Russia. In the clip, we watch as two men enter a building. They move frantically about. The pair huddle by the door, cautiously peering out at the small window. One of the men then walks out of sight, but watch what happens next. As you can see, the force from the explosion is enough to shake the ground.
It also jolts this
On the
thing
15th
up,
of February 2013,
which is even weirder, like, because this thing is almost firm to the ground, and then suddenly after this thing, there's a gigantic gap that got lifted.
Force from the explosion is enough to shake the ground. On the 15th of February 2013, an asteroid approximately 20 meters wide entered the atmosphere. The object exploded in a meteor burst over Chelyabinsk Oblast at a height of around 29.7 kilometers. Its light was briefly brighter than the sun and was visible up to 100 kilometers or 62 miles away.
That's insane.
Some eyewitnesses also claim to have felt intense heat from the explosion. 1,491 people were injured as a result of this terrifying incident.
That's
Luckily,
insane.
nobody was killed. This video actually looks like a scene out of a Hollywood movie. However, in this one, Bruce Willis doesn't come to save the day. This once again proves that footage doesn't need to be paranormal to be frightening. This next bizarre piece of security footage was uploaded to TikTok by Jay Hesterpop. It was captured back in 2019.
Please
Take a
have the car
look and
another
see if you
one.
can spot anything unusual.
No one's driving. No one's driving it. No one's driving it. It's empty. It's purely
While
empty.
everything looks fairly normal at first, if we watch closely right at the beginning, you can see that there's no one actually driving the vehicle.
Yeah. It backs out, turns, and starts driving down the road. On its own.
A second camera catches the action from a different angle. Here we can clearly see that there's no one driving the vehicle. While the three-wheeler could have slipped gear and rolled out, it's the fact that it reverses, turns, then accelerates forward that makes this footage so mysterious.
That's the thing for me, because if it backed out, I would be like, oh yeah, it just lost its gear. But it backs out perfectly, turns when it's about to hit this guy in the bike. It turns itself and then goes forward. This ain't no just normal vehicle going on backing out here.
If it were rolling backwards in neutral, surely it would have kept rolling in the one direction.
Yeah.
So what's actually happening here? I'll throw this one out to you, the viewers. Love to hear your theories on this one in the comments down below. Sticking with the summoning of animals, a viral clip on
Birdman.
TikTok purports to show a man's ability to control a flock of birds on command. User JessBlaze35 was taking a break at her local park when she spotted something truly odd. Take a look. As you can see, a man on the boardwalk is holding his arms out wide in a commanding stance. A flock of birds hover overhead. He then lowers his hands and it looks as though the flock obeys his commands as the birds all immediately fly to the ground, out of sight. Naturally, the comments section had a field
I can't explain that one. Not at all.
day with this bizarre piece of footage. A whole gamut of hilarious suggestions spewed forth. People said he was a wizard, a bird whisperer, a dude having a main character moment, and one person even said he's the final boss of New York. While this sighting probably
He's the final boss of New York. I love that.
is just a coincidence, there's almost no doubt that the man would have felt proper majestic as the birds seemingly obeyed his bidding. Many people believe that animals have a heightened sense for the paranormal, that they can detect things that humans simply can't perceive. In this TikTok uploaded by AmyBaby94, we can see a pooch on high alert. Take a look.
Luna, Jackson, come here, please. Come here. Come behind. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
It can be hard to see at first, but there appears to be a shadowy figure lurking in the bushes up
Yeah.
ahead.
Come behind.
The dog can clearly sense something's wrong and stands at attention.
Dog had a gut instinct, man. The dog had the gut instinct, and a dog is the greatest gut instinct follower. It knows danger. It smells it like a hawk. It knows. Oh, it knows when something ain't right, and it goes. And it's not like any of us people where we, even though we know something's up, we just ignore it. The dog, on the other hand, is either forcibly into it, or he just goes. The dog stays in place like, nah, I ain't moving. Nah, there's danger coming up. I ain't following that shit. I ain't going into that shit. Nope.
It's hard to tell what the figure is. Is it something paranormal like a shadow figure? Or is it a person up to something nefarious? Dozens of commenters said you should always trust a dog's intuition.
Agreed.
One person said that when a dog barks, it's usually at something they can handle. It's when they're alert but silent that you need to start worrying.
Ooh. Okay. I can get with that. If a dog starts barking, it's because it's at something it can handle. If a dog is silent and alert, that's when you worry. That is a great instinct there. That is a great way to look at that. Although it does bark at most people it can't handle. It does bark at humans and that, and most of the time, a human could handle them. I actually like that theory, though. I still actually like that.
Rightly so, the family decides to turn around and walk in the opposite direction.
You call it walk?
Let's go. Let's go.
It's running.
So what's lurking in the bushes up at?
She runs with the dog. Make sure your child's at least coming.
Head here, take another look, and decide for yourself.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
So I'm here. This is the entrance to the bunker.
In this video, YouTuber ILMN Barno Paranormal explores an old bunker hidden somewhere deep in the woods.
Got hair in my mouth.
And I have to say this is much creepier than the factory because it's on the ground.
Ask any supernatural enthusiast and they'll probably tell you the best place to come into contact with the paranormal is somewhere that's seen tragic events, and old military fortifications certainly fall into this category. Early into his investigation, the YouTuber enters a room that's not too far from the entrance. This is supposedly where he stores some of his equipment.
This is the room.
As he does, he closes the door behind him.
This is the room where I have my stuff.
Suddenly, the YouTuber is startled by a noise.
Hello?
When he turns around, the door is wide open.
I swear I closed the door.
He searches for an explanation, but the area is empty.
Okay. Here. There's...
Confused, he carries on. He makes his way down a dark corridor, penetrating deeper and deeper into the darkness.
The phone is haunted, I don't know.
It soon becomes obvious that the maze-like structure is vast, an easy place for someone who isn't paying attention to get lost. As he navigates between a series of rooms, he captures something chilling on camera. Take a look.
What the hell?
No. Okay, that...
A piece of rubble, perhaps wood or a tile, seemingly lifts itself up off the floor. Stands up straight for a few seconds before crashing down.
So that one's weird. I can't explain that.
No.
Understandably, the YouTuber runs away in terror.
I saw it moving and I just completely...
Yet somehow he gathers his composure and manages to continue exploring the vast complex.
Was it in...
Soon after, however, he admits that the previous incident rattled him and decides to end his investigation. Then, as he heads back to the room where he left his gear, he captures one final chilling moment. Watch.
Whoa!
In a blink and you'll miss it moment, a shadowy figure peers out at him from around a corner.
Boom! Right here. See the figure? Watch this. Go! Oh, hell no, bro. You get out of there.
It seems as though the YouTuber didn't even notice it.
Okay. I have to go for my stuff, so...
Could this figure have been some sort of paranormal entity, or was it more likely to have been a squatter, one perhaps that was keeping a watchful eye on the YouTuber, hoping he wouldn't discover his presence?
Both could be options.
This next series of photos was sent to us by one of our viewers, Yolanda Dominguez Beatty. In the first photo, Yolanda was home alone watching some TV when she took a casual snap of her new shoes. When she looked at the photo, she couldn't quite believe what she was seeing. In the reflection of the TV, you can see a shadowy figure. Again, Yolanda was home alone and has no idea what the figure is. There was nothing there that could have cast a silhouette.
You're sure it's not just a TV show? Like, you're clearly watching the show. Are you sure it's not just the show you're watching?
A shadow figure be lurking in Yolanda's home. In a second photo shared, we can see Yolanda and some of her friends at a bowling alley.
Okay, this one's weirder. Okay, I can't explain that. I don't know what this is above this dude's head. I can't explain that one.
Strangely, in the background, we can see the
I can't
transparent
explain
head
that.
of an older male.
That one's weirder.
The group is adamant that there was no one behind them at the time the photo was taken, otherwise they wouldn't have taken the snap in the first place. It is possible this second one could be some kind of malfunction with the camera, as there's a little bit of motion blur evident throughout the photo. Yolanda showed the picture to the bowling alley manager. They were freaked out and struggled to explain the strange transparent head. So does Yolanda have a knack for capturing evidence of the paranormal, or are the photos just a coincidence? Let me know where you sit on this in the comments down below. Not much is known about this next eerie sighting. It often floats around old ghost investigation forums with claims that it's a real ghost sighting. This version was uploaded to TikTok by To-Do Contenido Top. The story goes that this man was grieving at his late wife's grave. He can be seen crying and covering his face. Just behind the man, you can make out some movement. There's a vague outline of a figure that seems to be reaching out towards the man. For years, viewers have speculated that this is the spirit of the man's dead wife. They believe she's reaching out to try and console her husband. Unfortunately, the quality is low and it's hard to make out.
The only reason I don't understand this, because let's say this is a grieving man. Who's filming a man grieving about his wife? Like, that's fucked. I'm sorry, that's fucked up. Like, who does that? If I'm at a cemetery, the one thing I'm not doing is filming. Because that's so messed up. Unless I'm doing some sort of paranormal thing, I'm not filming a cemetery, in a cemetery where someone's mourning their loved one.
Out what's happening with any great detail, but it certainly seems like something is moving behind the man. Just whether it's his wife or not remains unknown. The following photo was uploaded to Reddit by a user named Southern American Caller. It was apparently taken at a theme park located close to where they live. The park has a lot of cars and memorabilia from the 30s, 40s and 50s. People visit dressed in vintage attire and take pictures with the classic cars. The poster claims that the photo was given to them by their uncle, who's an associate of the park. They said that the photo was taken by the woman who was seen here posing in the car. The story goes that after visiting the park for some time, the woman became tired and decided to leave. She said goodbye to her friends and walked to the parking lot. On the way, she saw a worker and asked him if he could take her picture posing inside of one of the cars. He agreed, took the photo, and then the woman went home. The next day, while looking through the images, she saw that in this one there appears to be an unknown figure sitting just beside her. The poster claims that they've shown the photo to a few people and everyone...
I don't believe you. I'm sorry, I don't believe you. Because this looks like two people who want to have a photo taken together. I don't buy this is two separate people. These, well, the two people who don't know each other. Like, this is a ghost and this and that. I don't buy this. These two look like they're together. I don't buy this shit. I don't buy it.
One sees something different. She sees a young boy, while others see an old lady.
Oh no, I do not see an old lady at all. Let me know what you see. Do you see an old lady or a young boy here?
According to the poster, the woman in the photo became quite frightened after seeing the mysterious figure and even asked several priests to pray for her. While it's hard to deny that there is indeed someone else sitting in the car, the question is whether or not it is paranormal. Take a good look at the image and let me know what you think. Do you see a ghostly young boy or an older woman or something else entirely? Let me know in the comments down below. TikToker Joshua Davis, 2021, believes that his friend's car is haunted by some kind of spirit, and it seems he has video evidence to support this wild claim. In April 2021, this clip went viral around social media as it appears to show some bizarre activity happening in this man's car. Take a look.
Are you able to? All the way, you got this. Keep going. Bro! You got this, all the way. Now, can you go all the way back?
The dial on the air conditioning moves, seemingly on command.
Are you able to?
Bro, no way.
Are you able to go all the way back? Show me.
No way.
Keep going. All the way.
Way.
You got this. Come on, keep going. All the way.
Bro, there's nothing even there to make it move.
Oh, dude, there's a ghost in your car.
The footage stunned hundreds of thousands of people as a deluge of comments poured in trying to figure the clip out. Some viewers suggested that the owner run a background check as they suspect someone may have previously died in the car. Another comment said it's all fun and games until the spirit flicks it into reverse on the freeway. Others jokingly said it was an Autobot from Transformers.
Bro, there's nothing even there to make it
I like that one.
move.
Oh, dude, there's a ghost in your car.
So what do you make of this strange footage? Are we seeing some ghostly activity here, or is there another way to explain it? Share your theories with the rest of the community in the comments down below.
Are you able to?
Bro, no way.
Are you able to go all the way back? Show me.
No way.
Keep going. All the way.
Sorry, I have to check my phone. I never know what can happen around where I live, so chaos can ensue at any moment.
You got this. Come on, keep going. All the way.
Bro, there's nothing even there to make it move.
Oh, dude, there's a ghost in your car.
SEK Paranormal is an up-and-coming ghost investigation channel on YouTube. Based in Sweden, they travel around the country looking for evidence of the afterlife. In this episode, Emil, the lead investigator, explores an old train station where allegedly several people have died. He begins by setting up his equipment in the dark industrial lot.
So, what I will do now, I will try an EVP session, and I will just going to start Ghost Tube here.
While setting up for an EVP session, Emil hears some eerie sounds.
Right besides this wall, I heard it. Something.
Dislike.
Again, dislike. Vad är... Pamela again. Vad är du inte tycker om? Kan du berätta för mig vad det är du inte vill eller tycker om nu?
Then the communication device he's using keeps repeating the same name.
Är du här med mig nu?
Dislike Pamela.
Dislike Pamela.
Dang, what did Pamela do? Pamela's probably the one that caught the person running. Pamela, you go on a train station. Probably Pamela was the one that probably drove him to the goddamn train tractor. He got smoked by a train.
Dislike Pamela.
What is happening? Vad är det du inte tycker om?
Pamela.
As if this isn't eerie enough.
So, I don't have it on video, but I tried to use a ghost app before here, and it did not go to play because it just gave out random answers. It wasn't even coincidental. It wasn't like normal stuff. It was so bizarrely dumb. If anyone knows an app that can give good ghost, when it comes to like ghost talking to apps on a phone, let me know. If you know any, I'll try one. See what on a video and just see what happens. I'll do like a live stream. That probably will end up deleted, but I'll do a live stream, see if anything happens.
Things begin to ratchet up a notch when more noises are heard.
You're here now.
Pamela.
Pamela. Okay. Oh, I'm so sorry. Ooh. You heard that? Oh my God. That I have chills all over my body. A plank here just moved.
Later in the investigation, Emil suspects that a person may be lurking nearby, eyeing off his camera and other equipment.
Wait. Hello? Hey, har någon? What the hell?
Now it's quite clear that there isn't anyone nearby despite the unnerving sounds.
I 1000% thought that there was coming a person walking right up to me here. Okay, that was creepy. I thought that I was going to be attacked, that maybe some psycho have seen my cameras and stuff, so...
But watch what Emil's static camera has managed to pick up.
Bro!
A grey face looks around the corner of the wall.
So barely, but does.
Here it is again, brightened up and slowed down.
It's way quick, but it's there. It's way quick though.
Around the corner of that wall is just a dead end with nowhere for anyone to hide. Emil says this could be one of the greatest sightings he's ever managed to capture on camera in all his years of investigating the supernatural. He's certain that no one else was nearby and thinks this could indeed be a ghost caught on camera.
I directly got, to defense mode, like what the fuck, but then I came here, and as always, there is not a single person.
The Gettysburg battlefield and surrounding town is often thought to be one of the most haunted places on Earth, and this video appears to show us why. The footage was uploaded to YouTube by TC Ballinger and was supposedly recorded on October 19, 2009, near Triangular Field. the location of some of the bloodiest skirmishes of the Battle of Gettysburg. Not long into the video, we can see a strange flashing light that appears in the trees.
Oh. Oh.
However, what happens next is truly chilling. Watch.
Okay. What? What? Who? What? What's happening? What? Bro. What is going on?
Just behind the tree on the left-hand side, a white transparent shape appears. It resembles a figure on all fours. The figure moves forward and seems to stand up straight shortly before vanishing. Not long after, several more figures appear in the distance.
Whoa.
They're also white and transparent. The figures all begin to move slowly across the field. The Battle of Gettysburg was one of the deadliest
That's freaky. I'm not gonna lie, it's kind of freaky. I got no way to explain that.
battles in history. Over 7,000 soldiers were killed and another 33,000 were wounded. Could the misty figures in this footage be the spirits of long-deceased soldiers who lost their lives on the battlefield? In Nuevo Leon, Mexico, there's an urban legend that one of the back streets on the outskirts of the city is haunted. The myth says that if you drive past a roadside monument where a vicious murder took place, you can hear an ambulance suddenly play over your car radio, right where a makeshift cross is placed by the side of the road.
What?
The eerie thing is, the legend is based on some truth. On March 26, 2016, a murder took place out the front of a glass factory in the San Nicolas district of Nuevo Leon. Flowers and a makeshift wooden cross were placed on the side of the road where the incident took place. Spurred on by the rumours, local resident Sammy Arone decided to film himself driving past the area. The legend says you must have your radio set to station 690 on the AM frequency in order to hear the ghostly ambulance. This is what he caught.
Ahora sí, dale. La estación no se ha cambiado, es la misma estación. Ahí vamos.
As he passes, you can indeed hear the siren of an ambulance.
Dale lento, más lento, más lento. ¡A la madre! ¿Dónde está la cruz? Dale, dale.
The clip was uploaded to Facebook where it started to go viral. Eventually, it caught the eye of several paranormal investigators who went to the scene to investigate it for themselves. They too could hear the eerie siren, but they suggested it could be some kind of interference. While this theory is plausible, it's still incredibly creepy that it just so happens to occur right where a murder took place. So is this just a coincidence, or are we witnessing some genuine paranormal activity here? Watch the footage again and make your own mind up.
Por allá está la cruz. Dale lento, más lento, más lento. ¡A la madre! ¿Dónde está la
That is very weird.
cruz? Ahí está la cruz. Dale, dale.
We often show clips that purport to show a breakdown in reality, a glitch in the Matrix, something that suggests that we could be living in a simulated reality. This next video, uploaded to TikTok by Strangest MP4s, does just that. A passenger on a bus was filming out their window when they inadvertently caught something bizarre happening outside. Take a look.
We've seen this a bunch of times, but this one is freaky. I'm not gonna lie. I have no idea how to explain this. I don't know why someone would do this. I mean, it could be explained, but I just don't know why someone would do this regularly.
A woman on the side of the road is taking a series of non-stop selfies. but it's the eerie, robotic way in which she does it that's caught the eye of online viewers.
Yeah.
Some have said it looks like her animations have glitched, putting her on repeat. This theory implies that we're living in some kind of simulated reality, in which breakdowns can occur in the code, causing bizarre glitches like this. For thousands of years, philosophers have grappled with the idea of reality being an illusion. Chinese, Indian, and even ancient Greek texts discuss the idea that our reality is more akin to a painting, like visions experienced during sleep or periods of madness. A contemporary take on this theory was popularized by philosopher Nick Bostrom. Bostrom posits the idea that in the future humans will have access to vast amounts of computing power, enormous networks that are so powerful that our future selves could be running detailed simulations of historical events and timelines. He suggests that the inhabitants of these simulations may harbour their own consciousness, and that the worlds are so finely detailed the people in them wouldn't know the difference. So are we witnessing a breakdown in reality here, or is there another way to explain the woman's bizarre behaviour? Let us know your take on this in the comments down below.
I have absolutely no idea how to explain that.
This next one was sent to us by Kane Rayner after he did a tour of the infamous Ararat Asylum in Victoria, Australia. Kane was walking through a small chapel on the grounds that are adjacent to the main cells. He took several photos as he passed through, and it appears one of the snaps caught something odd. You can see Kane on the right. However, on the left is a strange little image of a person in the window. Kane says he was the only person in the chapel at the time. Even if...
You know who this looks like? This looks like the dude from the one movie. What's the movie called? I'll forget the name of it. It's the one horror movie where the woman's deaf, and the dude's trying to kill her, but she's deaf now. That's what this dude reminds me of. It's like a smaller version of that dude.
If there were other people in the chapel at the same time, it doesn't really explain the bizarre little person on the windowsill. The most obvious explanation would be that this image has been photoshopped. However, if we run a noise analysis filter over it, it doesn't appear to have been tampered with in any way. Furthermore, a luminance gradient filter reveals that there does appear to be an object there, interacting with the light from the room. So is this a glitch with the camera, or is this something a little more mysterious? Ararat Lunatic Asylum dates back to 1865, when the burgeoning colony of Victoria in Australia needed space for an increasing number of so-called lunatics. It quickly became infamous for its appalling conditions and ghastly therapeutic methods. Lobotomies and electroconvulsive shots were regular practice, even among children. Eventually, the asylum was shut down in 1998. These days, paranormal ghost tours are run frequently on the weekends. One Victorian paranormal investigation team, Drifter Paranormal, did a tour of the property in mid-2017. They dubbed it one of the worst places they had ever been to, referring to a heavy energy that felt like it could go wrong at any moment.
Oh, really? Okay.
So did Kane manage to capture evidence of the haunting history of Ararat? Or is there another way to explain this strange little figure? Let me know your theories in the comments down below. This next video, uploaded to TikTok by Lucy2481, proves that things don't always have to involve the paranormal to be creepy. Apparently viewers had been asking the TikToker why her curtains were always closed in her videos. She then shows her audience the reason. Watch.
Dude!
Standing behind a rather tall tree, a man watches the TikToker, barely concealed by the branches.
Bro, what the actual fuck? Bro, that will get your ass kicked by me. I don't care if I get arrested. You look over my fence to stare at me. I am coming. We are going to have a conversation.
He clearly looks as though he's peering in through the window. One viewer wondered if the man was standing on a ladder or perhaps even the top of the fence itself. Either way, he seems to move rather quickly once he realizes he's being filmed. While the TikToker seems relatively calm about the situation, many of her followers were more concerned.
I'd be.
Some even suggested that she should call the police.
Well, she should. Nothing would happen. Because he's not breaking the law. Technically. Something should happen, but I don't think anything would.
So what would you do if you spotted someone watching you from the bushes?
If I saw my neighbor's getting his ass kicked. That's what's happening.
Get some video evidence, call the police, or perhaps turn on the hose? Let me know down below. Our last clip's been floating around social media quite a lot in the last few months. This version was uploaded to Instagram by Paranoid Normal. The clip begins with a person exploring a ruined bus that's been left to the elements. That's when they spot something rather chilling. Take a look.
Bro!
Watching that again, a young girl can be seen peering through a dirty window of the bus.
This is this goth woman. Why
But when the OP
woman
looks
look like
inside, there's nothing there.
Why does the woman look so goth? She looks like the, yeah, whatever. You know, the generic, stereotypical goth chick? Why does she look like that? Maybe it's because she dead, and maybe if you were dead, you kind of have that attitude, wouldn't you?
Naturally, a lot of comments poured in trying to make sense of this eerie sighting. Some people suggested that something bad may have happened on this bus, or that someone died in an accident tethering their spirit to the area. As is so often the case with alleged ghost sightings like this, there's never any solid info attached to the clip. We don't know where or when this was captured, so it makes it difficult to investigate any further. So for now, unless more info comes to hand, this freaky sighting will have to remain a mystery.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is it for this reaction video. Let me know what you think in the comments. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Thank you all for watching. I'll see you all for the next one.